What up, YouTube? Big Lou tapping in. No fly zone weekends. Back to work Monday. Everybody, hope you guys had a positive, blessed, and productive Monday. Back to work. I don't know about where you guys are at, but it's hot over here, Northern California, in the Bay Area, and it's just gonna get hotter. Anyways, everybody out there, if you guys don't already know, the Mother Channel, No Fly Zone weekends, with my brothers Nelson, Carlos, and myself. We'll be going live today at 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time, and we got a special guest today. And we're getting back on track and stay away from the drama. And we're gonna start bringing on people that have stories. So if any of you guys have a story that you'd like to tell, we don't have to get into details about anything, but overall, general, where you're at and where you're at now, where you used to be involved with, as far as just crime, you can say. Anything, and you turn your life around to where you're at now, reach out to me. Big Lou, No Fly Zone Ricans at gmail.com. All lowercase, no punctuation, just all one word. Big Lou, No Fly Zone Ricans at gmail.com. We have also an email for our main channel. I believe it's No Fly Zone 03 or 0. It's No Fly Zone 0 and then 3 spelled out, the word, at gmail.com. And you can get to us through there too. And Nelson will be answering those emails. He'll be receiving those. So with that being said, today, Game 5, NBA Finals 2022 is back in the Bay Area for Game 5, like I just mentioned. Warriors are coming off a huge win in Boston. So far, recap, it's been Boston won Game 1 in the Bay Area, San Francisco. Game 2, the Warriors won. Then we went on over to Boston, East Coast. Warriors lost Game 3, and they won Game 4 with a big, huge performance by Steph Curry with 43 points. And he's averaging 34 and a quarter point a game. So he just made history. Him and Steph Curry and Michael Jordan are the only ones in the first through 4 games of the finals, so game 1, 2, 3, and 4, to have shot 30 points a game, 50% from the field, and shoot at least 45% from 3. And so Michael Jordan did it in 91. He averaged 31.5 points, 57% shooting from the field, 50% shooting from three-point land, but he only shot 4 threes. Okay, Steph Curry, on the other hand, 2022 so far, games 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the finals, he's averaging 34.25 points a game. He's shooting 50% from the field, and he's shooting 49% from 3, and he shot 51 three-pointers. Mike only shot 4, but nonetheless, they're the only 2 guys that ever do it. So, big question was today, also, Draymond Green has been struggling very bad from the offensive end as far as scoring wise. Talking about big Draymond, number 23, second round pick from Michigan State University, the Spartans. Game 4, he had 2 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Okay, he only played 33 minutes that game, which is his lowest he's played so far. Games 1, 2, 3, and 4. Big thing a lot of people are questioning and asking. He was brought out in the fourth. He was taken out in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 31 seconds left, pretty much half of the quarter. And he sat on the bench, and it was Coach Kerr, doing his magic. He's an excellent coach. Yeah, he has a lot of talent there, but you got to know how to, when it comes times like that, you got to know when to put people in, when to sub them, all that, So Draymond was taken out. Coach Kerr, like I said, made some adjustments. He put Kevon Looney back in, took Draymond out. And during that time that he was out, the Warriors scored 11 to 3 by the Celtics, 5 for 9 from the field for the Warriors. The Celtics were 1 for 6. And three-point line, the Warriors were 1 of 2, as well as the Celtics. Okay, Draymond was put back in at 3 minutes and 41 seconds remaining, and he made a couple good plays at the end of the game to solidify it as a W for for the Dubs. Draymond's been horrible, shooting terribly, 23% from the field in the first 4 games, and he's only scored a total of 17 points in the first 4 games. And he's also had 18 fouls, so he's had more fouls than points. Some people say, "Oh, Draymond's not a scorer." No, not necessarily. Not when he has Klay Thompson and Steph around, and Wiggins and the other youngster, Jordan Poole. But I don't know if you guys remember back in the 2016 finals, at Game 7, he had like 36 points or something like that. He was averaging a lot of points. If they would have won 2016, Draymond probably would have been the MVP of the finals. So, Steph Curry, they're saying also that Steph Curry need to have a big game like that again where he needs to score 40 plus. I don't believe so, because they won Game 2 and he scored 29, I believe it was Game 2. You know what I mean? So I would say, though, he needs to have a decent, above average game, because he's averaging 25 in the regular season. So I think he needs to score anywhere from 30 to about 36 points. And then he needs help also, like from Wiggins, and with a good, 15 to 20 points. Also from Klay Thompson, 15 to 20 points. Also from Jordan Poole, 10, 15 points. You know what I mean? Draymond needs to play a little better as far as the scoring-wise. He's trying to change his shots up a lot, and he looks uncomfortable when it down low. I don't know I don't know. I mean, you could say, because you got shot blockers down there like Robert Williams and Horford's tall. That could be, but I mean, a lot of teams got shot blockers, So I don't know what it is with Draymond. Hopefully he snaps out today. They have to play big today. If they can come out with a W today, that's what they need. Because now it goes after the first 4 games. Now this one's in San Francisco. The next one will be back in Boston, and if they need Game 7, then they come back to San Francisco. So it goes 2 in San Francisco, 2 in Boston, and then 1 in San Francisco, 1 in Boston, and then Game 7 in San Francisco. That's how they've been doing it for the last few years. So if the Warriors need to play well, just not Steph. You know what I mean? But Steph's a beast, man. There's a lot of Steph haters out there, a lot of Warrior haters out there. Steph is listed as 6'3". He's probably more like 6'2". He gets mauled out there, banged up, pushed all over. He don't get none of the calls like a LeBron James, a James Harden, a Luka Doncic, and all them dudes. Superstars, Steph Curry's a superstar. He's not a star. He's a superstar. He don't get the treatment like the superstars. Now, to be honest with you, I wish none of them got it. But, let's keep it across the board. And then also, for the past, I don't know how many seasons, I'm going to say for sure since the Warriors been in, because I've been paying a lot more attention to those games, obviously, it's my team. It always seems like Game 1 and 2, no whistles are being blown, not much. And then as soon as the series gets moved to the team that doesn't have a home court advantage. So in this case, Boston. The other cases, it was Toronto and Cleveland. Then the whistles start being blown, and they don't treat the game the same as they did the first 2 games. I don't understand why they do that, but we know for sure that the refs are given instructions to blow whistles for superstars, for certain people, because the ref came clean. He said, the one that was doing all the gambling and stuff, he came out and said it. So I don't think he would lie. And plus, we see with our own eyes. We can see it. We're not dummies, you know what I mean? But anyways, so yeah, I'm hoping for the Warriors to come out tonight, man, and them being at home, and they just come out and shoot the gym out, man, and shoot the lights out. I know I got some Boston fans that watch. MRE's a Boston fan. A few other ones are Boston fans. Some other ones are just New Yorkers, Midwest guys that they don't like the West Coast, no matter if it's the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Kings, who it is, the Trailblazers, the West, they're just strictly East Coast, Eastern Conference, excuse me. And if, for example, Bill Jordan's a Piston fan, if the Pistons ain't in, they'll go for whoever it is in the East. I don't know if that's his case for sure, but he's already made comments that this Warriors wouldn't be able to score 50 against the Pistons of the late 80s, early 90s. I'm calling that bullshit, Bill Jordan. Anyways, so I'm just hoping for a good game. Another question was, if the Warriors don't win, and say it goes to a Game 7, the Warriors don't win, but Steph ends up averaging 35 points like he's averaging now, because it's clear he's the most valuable player in the court. He's been playing the best. does he still deserve the trophy, the MVP of the finals? Max Kellerman says yes. Jay Williams, I think his name is Jay Williams, I believe his name is. He says no. A few other guys say no. It's happened before. Jerry West did it one time. But as a competitor and as a player, somebody that's played sports before, I don't think that trophy would feel like righteous. You know, you lost, but yet you were given the MVP. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, it's Steph. We already know the way Steph's been playing. If you can, even if his average dropped down to 28 points, 27 points the next few games, and with the average he's at now at 34 a game, he's going to average out about 29, 30 points a game. That's still MVP numbers. That's still 5 points above his season average, you know. He's a tough little dude, man, and hopefully, you know, for my team's sake, you know, everybody over here in the Bay Area, in the surrounding areas, vicinities, that, you know, for us, we can get this because, you know, Draymond, Clay, and Steph are getting older. To be honest with you, 2023 maybe. 2023, I can see them in there again, the finals, at least to the Western Conference Finals, and then maybe the year after. But after that, 2024, maybe. That's it. They're going to be 2-3 years older, you know, mid-30s. They do have a lot of young talent. Let's see what these young guys can do. You know, who knows? Maybe they, Kuminga and Wiseman and Otto Porter Jr. and Jordan Poole, you know, you know, maybe Steph and them can give a little bit from their end, and these guys can step up a little bit more from their end, and then who knows who we draft this year, next year, and whatever happens with the front office with Bob Myers and, you know, him and his magic, and, you know, Steve Kerr and Joe Lacob and them, who knows what they can come up with. You know, they showed that, you know, even when we got Durant, you know, all this money was being paid, they were able to, other guys were able to work their contracts. You know, we were able to put a good, decent team together with a bench, you know what I mean? So it's not impossible. So 2022, 2023, 2024, and a lot of the sports analysts like Stephen A. Smith, a lot of them guys are with it. Skip Bayless and Nick Wright, those two guys are Texas guys. Skip Bayless is a San Antonio Spurs fan, and Nick Wright's a Houston Rockets fan. So these Warriors, these last 8 years, 7, 8 years, whatever it is, they wouldn't, if it wasn't for the Warriors, their teams would have had some of them chips, you know. So, you know, they're always Nick Wright hates on Steph a lot. Skip Bayless, not as much, but I've been hearing some shit out of his mouth the last couple of days. He don't even get on his Cowboys that bad, you know, his own team. That's why. But anyways, it is what it is. And to all them haters out there that you know, basketball evolved, man. Hey, boxing evolved. You know, Mayweather did his thing. Went 50-0, undefeated, with 12 world titles, 13 world titles, whatever it is he ended up winning. Congratulations to Floyd on getting to the Hall of Fame, as well as a few other guys. But it is what it is, man. Basketball's changed. Steph Curry changed it. He's the greatest shooter ever. And he's done, you know, over Reggie Miller, over Ray Allen, over so many other guys, you know, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, all them dudes, Larry Bird, Chris Mullin, all them dudes that were shooters at one time. Chuck Persons, the rifleman. You know, he surpassed all them dudes in not hardly no time. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He changed the game. He's a little guy, man. So, you know, but these last few games, he's been getting to the hole and he's been getting a lot of layups. You know what I mean? So he's versatile. He got handles. He could shoot mid-range. We know he can shoot from the other side of the gym. So he's got mid-range. He can take it to the hole. He creates. You know, he can do some reverse layups, all kinds of different things a little guy can do. And he's tough. I don't care. Yeah, he's been injury-prone a lot, you know, over the years. He's overcame a lot. He's became MVP 2 times. He's a 3-time NBA champion, All-Star champion. Now All-Star MVP, excuse me. He needs to add this Finals MVP this year to his accolades. And keep in mind, everybody, that Steph Curry is the only in the 100 years of basketball, 75 years of basketball, whatever it is, the only MVP to be voted unanimous. So that means every sports writer, everybody that was voting voted for him. That's never been done. Michael Jordan's never done it. Karl Malone's never done it. Shaq's never done it. Kobe's never done it. Magic's never done it. Bird's never done it. Wilt Chamberlain's never done it. Bill Russell's never done it. Kareem's never done it. Elgin Baylor never done it. Oscar Robinson never done it. Jerry West never done it. Willis Reed's never done it. Walt Frazier's never done it. Earl the Pearl Monroe's never done it. All these dudes never done it. Steph's the only one. So stop hating, man. Stop hating on the little dude. He does his thing, and he does it at a high-tech level. It is what it is. You know, I don't dig LeBron James, but the dude's a beast. Basketball-wise, he's a beast. You know, he changed the game too, starting super teams like that. You know, well, he didn't start it. I would say the first one that really did it, but they don't really give it a lot of exposure is first you had Charles Barkley went to the Rockets to join Clyde Drexler, or he joined Olajuwon and Scottie Pippen. I think Clyde Drexler was there 1 year, and then he left, and Scottie Pippen came. And then the Lakers with Karl Malone, Steve Nash, Gary Payton joined Kobe. They ended up losing. Then you had Boston with in 2008 with Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce was already there. So you got them. And then LeBron did it with Miami, joining Bosh and Dwayne Wade, and then he went and did it. I won't say so much he did it with Cleveland when he went back. Depends how you look at it. Kyrie was already there. That was his team then, and LeBron came back, and then Kevin Love. And then he went to Los Angeles, and they got all kinds of different guys. So it is what it is. But with that being said, go Warriors, Game 5 tonight. Hopefully we can take the lead, make it 3-2, going back to Boston. Close out Game 6, because I don't want to be honest, I don't want to go Game 7. It's too much. You know, if we can knock it out in Game 6, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know. Maybe the NBA wants that. Game 7, more money, that's for sure. But with that being said, again, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. Tonight at the No Fly Zone, the Mother Channel No Fly Zone, with my brothers Nelson and Carlos. We got a special guest tonight. And again, anybody out there that has a story that y'all want to tell about your life, how you've changed your life for the better, and you know, for whatever you're involved with, you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to get into total details on what your criminal background is, as far as the crimes you've done. No details on none of that. We don't speak about nothing active, nothing like that. You know, like I said, get in touch with us at either Big Lou No Fly Zone Ricans, all one word, no punctuations, at gmail.com. Big Lou No Fly Zone Ricans at gmail.com, or No Fly Zone 0 and then 3 spelled out at gmail.com. And we, like I said, we got that guest coming on today, 4:30 Pacific time, or 7, which is same thing, 7:30 Eastern time. And with that being said, thanks for listening to me, everybody. And everybody on this little channel here that you watch this video, if you haven't yet, sub to the mother channel, which is No Fly Zone Ricans. This little channel right here, my personal channel, is Big Lou No Fly Zone Ricans. So yeah, I'd be highly appreciated. We're still pushing for that our first 1,000 subs. We got about 600 subs right now. So we're still looking to get that 1,000 subs. Thanks, everybody. Big Lou tapping out. Monday.